The Cyrene situation is still crazy. The entire past week has just been pure chaos in the Honkai Star Rail community. And that's all thanks to this stupid pink little thing. Cyrene. She is trash. And that is why people are mad. Or that's what the surface level looks like. But if we look really closely, we'll find out that it's actually more than just that. Editor, cue the intro. But anyways, the Cyrene situation. Alright, time for me to start leaking all over the place. So, Elysia's version 4 changes were released not too long ago, and oh boy, do they suck. This is an absolute massive downgrade from version 1. And to give you a good comparison, right? Version 1 Elysia was Super Saiyan 100 Goku, enraged, hatred-filled, darkness-consumed, and pregnant. Version 4 Elysia is John from accounting. And the version 4 changes are pretty much the final changes, meaning that she is stuck this way forever. So because of that, you know, a large majority of the Honkai Star Rail community absolutely hated these changes. They took to social media, doom posting everywhere, you know, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Rule 34. People are pissed. And honestly, it's understandably so. You know, Cyrene is a major character in the plot of Emphorius, and you know, she is the one who's going to wrap up the year-long story quest with her new magical girl transformation. She's a character from a previous game, Honkai Impact 3rd. She quite literally has the best animations in the entire game, and she's mid. If there was one character that Hoyo could not afford to fumble, it was Cyrene. And fumble they did. To give a comparison, right, this is like if there was a Jujutsu Kaisen gacha game and they release a new Gojo just for him to be at the same tier with Potential Man at tier 5. And the random blood manipulation sorcerer is at tier 0. So let's be honest, right, you know, people would have cared way less if, let's say, these changes happened to Saridra or, you know, anyone like that. We can't just end off Emphorius with a mid-tier 6 character, you know, that's just empty. Let's see what some of the community members have to say about her changes. T33 million Cyrene. Look at how they massacred my girl. Hashtag fix Cyrene. Nobody pulling on mid-reen. LMAO. Stel Cyrene Yuri. I don't know what this guy's on about, but I respect it. I hope Sunday gets a rerun. Crying emoji. This guy, he doesn't even care about Cyrene. He just wants a Sunday rerun. So yeah, you know, you get the idea. People hate her. And things actually got even worse with the release of the 3.7 stream. The reruns for this next patch has Hyacinth, Castris, and Trippy on phase 1, and Finon, Cypher, Mighty in phase 2, which is just very transparently greedy and stupid, man. Come on, man. They're not even trying to hide it at this point. And then there's the Cyrene skin. Oh wait, my bad. The Cyrene bow skin that costs $300 US. That's almost the price of one entire Starbucks coffee. So we're hit with yet another spending event, and this time, instead of the final reward being a phone case, we're getting a bow skin that I quite literally cannot even tell what the difference is. And the only effect that it changes is the ult animation, where when the memory shards are flying past her, you are now in the memory shards. I actually cannot believe that the Honkai Star Rail devs thought this was worth $300 entire. You are essentially paying $300 to get virtually married to her when she's married to me in real life. You are sitting in the cuck chair right now, buddy. Oh yeah, and apparently they used E6 Cyrene to advertise her in the livestream. And people noticed that because she charged her ult way too fast. And apparently she can't do that unless she has extra Eidolons. So the fact that the devs thought that she sucked so hard to the point that they had to resort to using E6 Cyrene to showcase her without telling anybody is really funny. Also, this is by far the worst like to dislike ratio I have ever seen from an official Honkai Star Rail livestream. This may not look that bad, but trust me, alright, I promise this is pretty bad. They have never hit numbers this low before. But is she really that bad? If you've been in the Honkai Star Rail community for long enough, then you'll start to notice a pattern. Doom posting is always going to happen, no matter how good the characters are. Let me give you some examples. Pre-release Anaxa, Finon, Saridra, Cypher, and even Hyacinth. Before they released, they were doom posted. A lot. Here's what happens. People see their initial version 1 kit. It looks super strong. Wow. Hoyo nerfs it. now people think it's super weak. And after all the doom posting, when the characters are finally released, they are all strong and all viable. I think doom posting has become a very bad, nasty habit in this community. People don't want solid or just good characters anymore. I think they want characters that make them feel strong, because there is no other form of entertainment in this game. Besides the story quests, you know, but I have my fair share of arguments with that. But then again, like I said before, if there was one character that they shouldn't have made mid, it was Cyrene. So yeah, you know, I can see why people are mad. So let's get to the question that everyone wants answered. Is she good or is she bad? Well, after she was finally released to the early access server and two very big guide makers, Mr. Pokey and Globusmack, made videos on her, it turns out that everyone is a straight up liar. I watched both of these guides to the full, and she looks absolutely beefed. Guys, she gets an entire 24% true damage multiplier just for existing. She gets an entire 40% damage buff just for existing. That, alongside some of the crazy ass buffs she also gives the crystal hairs, there's no way she is bad. Chat, am I going crazy? Or is she still tier 0? Or at worst, tier 0.5? Look, you know, I'm not the smartest guy, but I think there are a lot of people in this community who are not really sure what they're really talking about. But I guess we'll see, man, because Cyrene comes out tomorrow as of me posting this video. And I am willing to put my entire existence on the line that she is tier 0. You can come back to this video and yell at me if she is not. And to further stand my ground, I will also be giving away 3 entire Sirenes tomorrow, the second she drops, because I know she will save some of your accounts. So if you want to stop by my streams, you know, maybe you could possibly win one. But you will really only be able to win if you are a true Cyrene fan, like me. I will also be in my hot Cypher cosplay. Don't ask me why. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos and stop doom posting. You guys are the reason why power creep exists.